I realize I look super yellow. I don't know what happened. This is not the correct color. That's so bad. My name's Al. I go by they them pronouns, and I'm a Gemini, and that's really all you need to know. Personally, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. This is such a pretty palette. I'm gonna put that on my butt later. So, with not knowing what I'm doing in life, I'm kind of just winging it. I have this weird debate in my mind. What is pink lemonade? It's kind of like the same thing with red velvet cake. It's just regular stuff, but a different color, and it's a complete placebo. It's really not actually different. Like red velvet cake is literally just chocolate cake but red, and like, you know, of course, like the cream cheese icing, whatever, but like the cake itself, it's just chocolate cake. Oh, and I think it's also like Skittles. They're all apparently the same flavor. They are all the same flavor. So we're going to with a pink lemonade look today. I'm actually super excited because I just bought this palette. Okay, look. Listen, I love I Heart Revolution. I mean, all their stuff looks like it's for 12-year-olds, and maybe I am a 12-year-old. But look at these shades. Like, I love anything colorful. Let me just break it, I guess. I actually have a secret to getting my colors so vibrant, and that is a white eyeliner. Now this is the KVD. Look, listen, I know we don't support Kat Von D and everything, and apparently she's moving to Indiana. Like, Indiana wasn't bad enough. That being said, this is a really good white base. I bet she knows a lot about white bases. Wow. I have tried white concealer. I've tried using white lipstick. I've tried concealer and white eyeshadow, and it doesn't beat this because it's waterproof and it's smudge proof once it like settles down. But let's be real here. I forget what I was talking about. So basically, my hands are so dry. But basically, I am just going to be talking about trauma and living with it, not specifically my trauma. I want to make this like a community type of thing because this is what I used to do before. I used to talk about like anxiety and depression and all that stuff, but then I got diagnosed with PTSD. For a whole while there, like, I didn't realize that that was a thing that I had. I'm just using my story as an example of people that didn't think they would be able to make it, people that are making it. Is that what we're calling this? I'm not super antsy to find a reason of why I'm alive. The real reason that we are alive is simply just to experience life. If you see this smoke, it's incense, I promise. And yes, I'm inhaling it. Actually, I don't know. It's probably not safe to inhale incense smoke. It's like essential oils and like on fire, right? How is incense made? I guess I could just Google this, but I feel safety in not knowing right now. I'm just living. I'm gonna be 23 this year, and I'm coming to terms with the fact that life is super short, because I literally just started therapy last year because I was getting into a bad place again, essentially. Last year was when I was like, no, I have to finally take over for my own mental health and seek therapy. And you can do all the self-care in the world, but until you take care of your own mind and your brain, it runs your whole freaking body. A lot can go wrong with how much is going on up here. A lot can go wrong about this stuff. So anyway, the thing that I also must say is that I use joking to cope. None of this stuff is actually like funny, but I don't want to be completely serious because then it's just kind of like, that's just not who I am. One of my biggest things was just the tiniest bit of triggers. A huge thing for me is when people sigh, when we are having like a heated discussion or even just an argument, just a plain old argument. That's one of my triggers, and it's like some of them are just things that you realize that you can't baby-proof the natural world because that's not how everyday works. It's not like it gets better, but I think for me, I mean, everybody's different, but for me, what helped was just knowing and acknowledging that I have trauma and that my brain does its thing because it's kind of whack. My fiance, Garrett, He literally brings me my medicine every morning. Every morning brings me my medicine and it gives me the happies. He is the love of my life. Just the message that I want to convey here right now and today is you will have your ups and down days, especially when, wow, you will have your ups and down days, and that's fine. I mean, sometimes we just need a break of this year, and not just this year, just this whole shebang. I'm trying to learn myself, and I'm trying to get better at accepting myself. So I want to know if there is anybody else that feels that way. Anyways, I'm gonna finish the rest of this, and I will be right back. Now that I've listened to Family Affair by Mary J. Blige for the 50th time. Yeah, this is good. So if you made it this far, thank you for sticking around, and I hope this was fun. I hope you learned something. I hope you felt maybe a little different about how you've felt before. Whatever change may bring, I hope it's a good one. And I'll see you next on my 3 a.m. makeup tutorial.